storage, the memory card. Okay.
I deleted it. So
Okay.
No, we should be good.
we got 40 minutes.
Yeah, we on.
Are we?
Yeah.
Why it looks like that?
All right, we made it.
Yeah, whatever. I can't watch this. That's weird.
It's just a chat on there.
Uh-huh.
We made it. Hey, y'all.
Hey y'all. They got me trying new shit. Y'all know how I feel about stuff like this. Hey, happy Thursday. We are in here.
Yes.
I'm your girl, Intisar Eleanor. This is my beautiful husband, Joseph Connor. And y'all, we are doing this thing live. We talking about Love is Blind season. What season?
8, season 8.
8.
Yeah.
Hey y'all, we trying something new, so I hope y'all enjoyed it. We know we late, and a bitch better not say a damn thing about it. Okay? Sin got hers off, and I don't want to hear nothing about it again.
She sure did. She
Okay.
sent the first shot. Shout out to Sin.
Let's get into it. So we talking about all things Love is Blind. We really wanted to come and do the live because, truthfully, it was hard to watch. And when I was taking notes and trying to take notes, it was really, really tough. You know what I mean? So we wanted to come here and open the conversation up, and then y'all tell us what y'all think about Love is Blind, and we can talk about it.
Right.
So I'm gonna start from where my thoughts really begun. It's so bright on Love is Blind. We need sunglasses. Where are the blacks?
No,
where
seriously.
are the Asians? Where are the people who are like, of color? It just seems very.
I'm seeing them in the lounges, and like Zara said, we just calling them producers because they there somewhere. We see them every time somebody come in the lounge and they say they done got married or something like that. We see them and we like, who is that?
Somebody said rename the season Love is Blind. Rename the season Love is White. Because I didn't see no Asians, and I'm not just talking about black people. So I did a little digging, guys, because y'all know that's what I do. I was looking at Minnesota and their like total population. Mm-hmm. They are actually like 76% Caucasian. So the idea that it was this many white people is not alarm. Like that makes sense, and this many people of color, that makes sense. However, we didn't even get different iterations of whites.
Yeah, because I really don't. If y'all watched us when we did Married at First Sight Denver, people talked about the same thing about how Denver's so white and blah 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 blah. It's a good portion of the blacks all over the United States. We get it. In most places, they're the minority. That's not a new thing. You know what I mean? That's not an excuse for you to have these shows.
Sorry, go ahead, babe.
That's not an excuse for you to have these shows and then not, cast enough people of color in general. I don't care where I don't care if you're in Utah, Minnesota, Alaska.
Well,
it doesn't matter.
Narissa, hey boo, hey, said there's a large African community there. That's what I thought. I was like, wait a minute, what is happening? Because I know Minneapolis, for a fact, has a major medical system. I know a lot of Africans who work in that medical system. So I was kind of like surprised by that.
I believe it. We saw, and like I said, we saw some of these people in the lounge. The girl, Amanda's an Asian girl. We saw Brittany get on camera.
No, Brittany, which slow down, Brittany.
Okay. We saw her get on camera a couple times. We saw a couple other of them in the lounge as they passed by. What's her name? Tiara.
I've never seen that woman in my life.
I noticed her because I said, "Oh, somebody cute back there." She in the back, making tea.
So you know what I mean? Here's my hey from South Carolina. So here's my thought process, y'all. Like I really do believe if you're intentional about having people of color on there, people of color will be on there.
Yeah.
I don't even think, and this is from my purview, the reason why I think we had such a hard time watching this is because, and I mean this with all due respect, all the shows that I watch that have all white cast, there aren't many. If there are any, I don't think there are any that I watch that have all white cast. aren't that fun to watch. Is it me?
Yeah.
Is it me? So let's dig into some of these people. I guess we can go by couples.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Let's see. I don't even know who to start with. Or maybe y'all just tell me and then we go from there. Y'all, they got us all hooked up, child. I want y'all to know I came down here 15 minutes before this started. I was absolutely positively no help. Okay. Oh, you think the controversy? Narissa says she thinks the controversy from the last season messed it up, the Tyler and baby mama drama. So they said, y'all can't darken our doorstep with that bullshit no more. Y'all can keep it moving because you blacks don't know how to act. That's what they said, Narissa? Is that what they said, Pooh? Because I can't. My thing is, first of all, did y'all hear about the boy? What's his name? Liler. They call him Liler. Being on the apps. He got a divorce and now he on the apps. Have y'all heard that? Child, they can't. I'm frightened for y'all out here that are single. I'm like really outdone. Oh, they said let's start with the blacks. So we have Brittany, Virginia. That's her name. Didn't she say Brittany?
She did say
Virginia. And what's his name? The black boy. I'm gonna beat y'all up. So whoever that young man name is, okay. First of all, he overdosed on.
The couples aren't coming up on their website.
Okay, well, he overdosed on Tylenol, and then he wanted us to know about it because Devon, thank you. Yeah. That's why this is alive because the truth is, by episode 4, I was checked out. So shout out to y'all. Brittany is a D1 basketball player. Devon is a basketball coach from high school. And I don't know what Virginia do, but she cute. What do Virginia do, y'all?
I don't know, but she was conversational. I think she was one of the best. They kept running into the same like 2 and 3 singles or whatever. So to me, I enjoyed watching her because she was leaning in her femininity. She was whispering and it was getting on our nerves. And I said, "That's
Virginia, cut the whispering out and speak up. You only talking to a man." So this is my thing, like, please, enough. Wait a minute, Sapphire said something. Sapphire said Brittany had no business coming on the show. She was way too confused. Brittany didn't know she liked men, women, goats. Yeah, she didn't know what the hell was going on.
What are we doing with that?
I feel like we were talking about this. Like, sexuality to me is really, truly on the spectrum. I don't think it's a big deal that she had those types of sexual experiences. I felt like, why are we sharing this with this man? After he told us he overdosed on Tylenol.
Because she wanted to be in a throuple and she had to breach the subject, you know what I mean? And I'm glad that he clocked it and was just like, nah, because I said to Czar before they had that conversation, I said to Czar, he's going to pick the wrong one. He's going to pick Brittany and he really should be with Virginia. And right before she said, hey, I want to be on, what's the show we was watching? It was this reality show we was watching, and it was all thruples. Couple to throuple. Oh God, she basically said
that thing was crazy.
First of all, if you haven't seen Couple to Throuple, watch it. She basically said, "I want to go from couple to throuple," and he said, "Nah, that's not for me." And I'm glad he clocked it because it would have got awkward. She had to bring it up.
So Shara, you said that you don't. We need to hear you out. I don't think she really likes him. Wait a minute. You don't think that Brittany really likes Devon or Virginia likes Devon? Because I think you might be onto something about Virginia liking Devon. So after doing a bit of a deep dive on Virginia and Devon, Virginia used to live in LA. It tracks. Stunning girl, also red flag.
Yeah, honestly, we talked about this before. I think anybody who comes on this show, I think they should stop picking singles from like entertainment-based cities. Don't pull nobody from New York, LA, Nashville, none of it.
Yeah, because
everybody trying to get
on. Assumpta says no. I think he still picked the wrong one with Virginia. I think that Brittany wasn't the right one either though, because she was giving. That's my lesbian friend. To me, she wasn't giving. This is my romantic partner. Is that me?
Yeah, I can see that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where I feel like Virginia is like just trying to be on, and I don't want this to be a dead girl, but I do feel like she just kind of want to be on the show for the Metro PCS commercial, and it shows.
Yeah, I just feel like I'm just glad that he kept going in the direction that I thought he should have went through as far as Virginia goes. Because to me, him and Brittany was only going to be friends.
And I think that, as someone said this further up, and I can't see it right now, but I think that you are right when you think that she is out of Devon's league. Devon seemed very small town Minnesota to me. He don't give big personality or big money. Okay? And I'm not saying it's giving brokey, but what's the step up from that?
I mean, they all giving small town to me for real. They live in Minnesota.
Well, Virginia wasn't talking. Oh my God!
Don't do that.
I can't believe
that was a vibe.
Choosing me. That shit ain't no vibe. Like, girl,
that
speak
was her
up. It's just weird. It's just weird. And I believe you can be, sweet. Don't get me wrong, because I believe you can be sweet and kind and everything. And I like Virginia, I thought she was cute as hell. I just felt like
stop whispering. You just wanted her to stop whispering, but y'all gotta pick a side. Y'all don't like when we yelling. Y'all don't want nobody to whisper. Like,
oh, that's true.
Like,
it's a spectrum though, because my thing is we don't even see her get excited. Like, at least like when me and you could be talking, we could be having a moment that's cute and sexy and kind, but when we're having a moment that's like we loud, we laughing, we cracking up. It's a different vibe. Like it was given one note the entire time.
100%. But maybe outside the pod, she got an extra level of energy that she can get to. I could see that vibe.
Yeah, and she's older than Devon. Devon is 28. I think that's kind of young.
How old is she?
35 or 36. Okay. I think that's kind of young for him. I think that's right on time for her. And when I say for him, I feel like at 28, you shouldn't be signing up for a process to meet a person that you cannot see and marry them. I think that you still got a little time before that becomes an option.
Yeah, it's too much of a shocking process to me for a young age. I do agree with that. I think y'all need to be a little you need to have swung and missed multiple times before you do something like this.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like it's requiring too much energy. And I just find it to be unserious. I think that although I think Virginia looks better with Devon, I think the vibe is better with Brittany, even though, let me tell y'all something. I know y'all parents can name y'all whatever the hell they want to, because they came out. Y'all came out of them. But you want to burn me down? Add syllables where there don't need to be one. If you want to burn me down,
I don't care what she tell me. Her mama called her Brittany. I'm gonna call her Brittany.
No, her mother said Brittany.
I didn't speak to her mom. Did you?
She did.
I didn't speak to her mom. Did you? That was the question. Okay, so I'm calling her Brittany.
All right, y'all. Who we talking about next? Y'all throw him out there, and then we won't chat about him. What's the guy with the hair? Oh, he the golden retriever.
The golden Brock Purdy?
No, what's the guy with the I'm going to snap if you don't put these people up. What's the guy with the hair?
With the hair?
Y'all, he called himself a golden retriever. If we don't get these couples, I'm going to snap. I want that to be known, and I'm saying it out loud.
I don't know who you talking about. With the golden Ben?
I don't know who these men are, y'all. This is why this is so hard.
Daniel?
Joey. Somebody said Joey. Mason. Joey. Y'all don't even know who it is. First of all, between y'all and Joe, I'm about to snap.
Joey is...
it's Joey, y'all.
Joey is the guy with the long hair?
Yes. Joey is another one I'm not sure about. Okay? I feel like Joey called himself a golden retriever, which I thought was cute, or whatever the case may be. But I just feel like, dude, he was in there 2 days before he asked somebody to marry him.
I mean, I feel like they all try to secure the bag real quick before they go. You know what I mean? I feel like they all do it. They all get in there and they try to secure someone to talk to, multiple people as a safety net before they all are off the show and taking flights out of here. Which is you could almost feel when they're rushing the couples almost to like, okay, do you have a match? Because you need to leave. And it felt like towards the end of this first 6 episodes that's what everybody was doing. It was getting close to the end, and then they just had to go.
And that's what I find annoying, because then we don't get this. First of all, 2 things are annoying. We spent 6 episodes just talking to people. We could have been on a damn honeymoon by now.
Yeah, right. But talking to the same people. Why are we talking to the same people?
Like literally. That's why I don't get. Yeah, I want it. That's why I don't get, because I feel like they were setting us up to try to follow the stories of these same humans, who all in fact looked alike, and that's really rather annoying to me.
Yeah.
And I feel like we got nothing from it. Like this show, I could have came on here and talked to y'all about Married at First Sight last night for real. Because this show didn't give a mother jumping thing.
Yeah, it felt like for the first like maybe 4 or 5 episodes, everybody was just dragging, talking about nothing, especially at these big ages. Like, why aren't we talking about some real conversation? You know what I mean? Other than like, everybody is a twin. Oh, we like the same thing. Our dad name is the same. Like, that stuff it's almost like y'all didn't have enough couple. I also heard that they edited a whole couple out.
They always do that, which is really also annoying. I'm just like, I don't know. They spent way too much time in the pods. I could not agree more.
Yeah, they did.
It was quite literally a waste of my time. And it was like long scenes. Yes. Did y'all feel like the scenes were getting drug out? Like, was I the only one? The Taco Bell tattoo, child.
Why would you even tell somebody that? Edited. Somebody said they edited 2 couples out.
Were they black?
One of them was definitely.
Were they black? Like, I need to know. Like, I want to talk about. I just went to his face. I think his name is Alex. Alex was paired with this woman that actually frightened my soul.
Oh, Brock Purdy. I call him Brock Purdy.
And her name is. Oh, here she is. Madison.
Oh, another terrible Madison.
Madison is like that Dow. What's that movie where the Dow is horror? Meg, that bitch. That's Madison, okay?
Yeah.
Like, Brittany and the other. Wait a minute. What Brittany? What Brittany? Brittany? That Brittany? And the other black guy got engaged? But also, what black guy?
I was about to say, what other black guy?
I'm so bored of this. I want to talk about Madison, y'all, because she really creeped me out.
Yeah, Madison was, I'm so glad that she ended up not getting engaged. She just gave nasty the whole time. She had a nasty attitude. And then I didn't like this backstabbing stuff that she did with the other girl. I think it was Meg.
Meg, yes.
That whole thing. I didn't like her vibe from the very beginning, but then she showed us why towards the end.
So Alex was talking to Madison, and I think he got a vibe from her because he asked her straight up, do you have attachment issues? Like, what's going on with
perfectly.
You? Like, something is up with you, that the vibe is coming through the whatever the screen is that I can't see.
The pie.
Which also, if there is a wall, why does there need to be a screen?
I don't know.
You know what I mean? Can y'all see through walls?
No, we don't even need it.
A black guy that hugged everyone.
Y'all, what? Not that there was a black guy that hugged everyone.
Man didn't even have a name.
That's what we call him. He's one of the people we call the producers. When we see people in the lounge and all they do is console people, we don't see them go on dates. We don't see them talk to somebody. We see them making themselves breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and then consoling people. We just call them producers.
Wait a minute. Is it Mo? Somebody said Mo. He bald. Oh, it's this guy.
Never saw this man.
Oh, okay. See, that's what I'm saying. We need a little flavor.
Never saw him in my life.
I saw him because I said, what the hell do we have on? He had on like a jersey, like a jersey with roses all over it, a pair of shorts, some like socks that came almost to his knees, and boat shoes.
What?
What is this man? kept wearing, and it was burning me up like real bad.
Oh, I don't remember seeing that guy. And I was
remember
checking
seeing
for people in the background too, because I'm like, who else is in here? We keep talking to the same 4 couples. Who else is in here?
But I want to know why. First of all, also y'all, everybody got the same name. Meg, Madison, Mason. I'm like, the alliteration is killing my soul.
I know.
Like, absolutely killing my soul. Somebody said Mo was literally a prop in the show. Like he
so
was quite literally a plant.
Yeah, like, did we see Mo even talk to anybody? Like, in a pod?
No. And that's what I don't think is fair. I wouldn't mind if they took like little snippets, even if it was just a minute from everybody's first date.
Yes, why
just
not?
To give us, an idea of who everyone was.
Yeah, because also you don't know who the actual fan favorite will be, right? Unless you give people a little taste of everybody. There's so many people. If you go to their website, it's people on this website you have never seen before. How do we know they was on the show?
How about that? Now Mason had the I guess was in a love triangle with Meg and Madison, the child. That woman is a daemon. I don't say the other word in my house. She's a daemon, okay? Because something is on her spirit that feels not right to me. Yo,
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell y'all a real quick story. I used to work at the Limited back in the day. And this woman came in, her and her son was shopping. And I'm like at the cash wrap, and I'm like, just doing whatever I was doing, probably boosting. And and the little boy came around the cash wrap, looked me in the eyes like on some omen type shit. I said, no. That's what she does to me, y'all. Like something about her don't seem, that spirit is not settled. You know what I mean?
Ain't right.
And what's with all the sexuality?
Oh, why is everybody so sex forward? We clocked that a bunch of times in multiple couples conversations where everybody is just like, it's not even subtle either.
Right. Like, have you seen Mason? Mason is not fucking. Like, let's be for real. Mason ain't fucking on nobody. You gonna trying to get me to believe you throwing holes up against the wall? I don't believe it.
But it's not even Love is Blind too. Like on other shows that we watch, it does seem like this is a thing. It's a running theme. Like they'll walk in and say, "Hey, what's your name? I'm Andrew. Andrew, you want to talk about sex? Why are we getting?"
But he's like, "Oh, I love cream." She was like, "Well, I love a cream pie." He was like, "Oh, I love a cream pie." Like, bitch, I saw Girl 6'2". Enough. You know what I mean? Like, slow up. We don't need it. It just felt like too much.
Yeah, it just felt too forward. Like, leave something for the imagination.
And that's how I feel. And I also want to know, like, in y'all day to day, are you all how soon does sex come up in conversation?
It must immediately.
You know
like I'm judging by this single world that we're watching, it happens immediately. Y'all don't wait for nothing.
Because not only did it come up soon, y'all can't even see each other. So imagine you don't even. Another part of this is that you haven't even seen this person, and you're going through that.
Yeah, and then they immediately sit down and they start describing themselves. Isn't that against the purpose of this? The show is called Love is Blind. Why are we describing ourselves? Look, well, this is what I got on today. This is what I wore the other day.
But it's a deep V, and damn, you can't just have on a blue dress.
Right. But also, y'all shouldn't be allowed to talk about your appearance on a show called Love is Blind. That's the premise of the show.
Right. Like I don't get that. I don't know. Mason is a creep to me, though. He really, really makes me uncomfortable. I don't know what it was about him and the sexuality that was really like giving me the ick, but it was a bit too much for me.
Yeah, I just thought that I really didn't have a huge problem with Mason.
I felt bad for him at the end because
I was about to say,
blew up his spot.
Yeah, and I was with little Brock Purdy when he was telling Madison that he could understand Mason's plight and he thought she was low-key wrong. I kind of felt bad for him. This is a process where you're supposed to talk to multiple people. You're constantly dating multiple people all day long for days on end. how can you get in this process and then have an issue with somebody that they had another love interest?
Right.
It's psycho work to me.
It's almost scary.
It's crazy.
Like as if all of these girls are talking as if nobody should have any other interest but them. David is also in a love triangle. This man to me is a complete douchebag. I don't know what it is about his energy that feels like, oh my God, I'm the richest guy in the room. I'm the smartest guy in the room. Nobody ever treats me genuine because I have more money and I'm taller and I'm funnier and I'm all these things than everybody else. It's like really annoying. You know what I mean? So he pairs up with Lauren, and he had another triangle situation with, is it Cassandra? Not Cassandra.
I think it was Meg, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't Meg. It was Lauren, and she had red hair, y'all. What's her name?
Oh, Molly.
Molly.
Molly was a little.
Molly was nonchalant, which I bang with. He wanted somebody who was more chalant, and that's what Lauren was giving. Lauren was given, I don't think chalant is the name. I think Lauren was given get down to lay down.
No, she really was. And Lauren was trying to bully people into you know, being engaged with her, and I really didn't like that. It's weird because I thought that Lauren was likable, but at the same time, I thought she was a bully.
Oh. You thought she was a bully?
Yeah. Well, somebody said David looks like a 3, but thinks he's a 25 out of 10.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm like, is he seeing what we seeing? Also, he getting 5'9". Like, he ain't even giving like reasons to be like that guy.
David was talking like he was the former president of the United States. It was really weird.
It was really, really odd. And Molly, he's like, all I date is hot women. Yeah. I'm like looking at him like, what? Is Travis Kelce in the room? Like, I just see it.
Not that. I'm just so used to everybody wanting me, you know, for my money and for, you know, my good looks and my connections. And
are the looks in the room?
What are you talking about, bro?
But imagine Love Is Blind and you talking about people wanting you for your looks.
Right.
And then I see you and you look like a thumb.
Not
imagine that's the scenario.
I really didn't get it.
That really like bothered my soul because it also felt unserious. Like he's 100%. Not serious. And these women are delusional. Molly less delusional than Lauren. Lauren can't possibly think this man is serious about her.
Yeah, I just feel like it felt like Molly is another one who was doing this thing where they were like in competition. It was almost more about winning the competition in the girls' lounge than it was actually finding somebody and dating somebody and then leaving the process with them. Yes. And Molly was doing that too. And I thought the other girl, Madison, was doing the same thing. It was very weird.
Doing a thing like where we'll just kind of date and figure out where things go.
But then she would go back to the lounge and like say stuff. Oh, I don't like that.
It was a test in jail.
Why are you doing this? For what? And I'm glad that she ended up not getting engaged.
When she came back and replied, what did she say about breaking up? Oh, when Alex broke up with her, but she tried to pretend like he didn't break up with her.
Yes, that was weird too.
But why did it take us 20 episodes to get there, y'all?
I know, because the first 4 or 5 episodes was nothing.
And he wasn't giving nothing. Like he wasn't even giving anything for it to be holding us up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I just felt like we could have did without all of the competition part comes out and it kind of ruins the process because it just makes it clear that it's not really about you dating somebody else. To you, it's more about winning the ring.
Which is funny because the men weren't like that.
No. Right, like they were trying to like talk to whoever they were. At first, they were getting the pods. A couple of them got into the pods, and the women were asking them like, "Are y'all talking over there? Yeah. Do y'all know who?" And they're like, "No, we just out here dating people like we're supposed to be doing. Why are y'all talking so much?
Why are y'all talking so much about who you're dating, and why y'all don't think that's weird? Like, but the incessant need to compete for a man is so fascinating.
Yeah, like it felt like they was trying to win the man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, what's the man who before I get to the Gerber baby, let's talk about the racist real quick. What was his name?
Oh, I know who you're talking
Ben.
about. Yes.
Let's talk about Ben, y'all. He was racist. And if you're dating somebody and they sit up in your face and you can, she asked him a very straight question. We live in Minneapolis, the place where a man literally lost his life in the street in broad daylight because somebody put a knee in his neck. You don't have any. He like, oh, I just want to stay out of it.
No, I don't. I stay out of elections. I stay out of politicians. I stay out of protests. It was giving the whitest of white male privilege. Like, I don't have an opinion about this. I felt like he really wanted to say, I don't care.
That's what he did say.
I really don't care.
That's what he did say. And the problem is that because George Bush has left so many children behind, we aren't recognizing nuance. We don't even, not only do we not listen to the things people actually say out their mouth, we don't read between the lines.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we don't have that in us. And that really, really upsets me because the woman that he was with, she seemed as if at first that she was so vehemently against anybody, you know. First of all, she not religious. He hella religious, Sarah.
Yeah.
She not religious. Thanks for something. He's not religious. I mean, he's religious. She's not. Red flag, right? Because not even red flag. He in church every Sunday.
Yeah.
He didn't say he was spiritual. He said he wasn't religious. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He said he's religious. So that was the first thing. The second thing, he a Christian that believes in conservative values. Girl, you have to be frightened to death.
Yeah, he was. I felt like she did a good job trying to vet out. She was trying to find out if he was a MAGA man. And
he is.
I felt like he, in so many words, he told you, Sarah, I am. Like, I don't know why somebody said Sarah was the MVP until she accepted that fake ass proposal. Like, yeah, because it felt like she was trying to weed the BS out, but they crumbled to their knees.
But she want to be on a Metro PCS commercial, baby. She can't get past it. You know what I mean? And Asia said, my thing is, if you are such an activist, why would you say yes to marrying him? And I couldn't agree more. Like, why would you say yes to marrying him? Like, we don't feel like, what's going on, sis?
Yeah, it felt like this is the Hunger Games part, where it feels like they are just doing whatever they can to make it out of the past with someone. And that's what she was giving, because I felt like when she was questioning him, she genuinely felt like, I really don't want to be with somebody who doesn't have an opinion on these things. Yes. And she felt like she was fitting to stand on it, and all he had to say was, well, will you marry me? And then all of that went out the window.
But Nicoya, that's a nice name. Did I say that right? Nicoya? That's pretty. A lot of performative activism is absolutely correct.
Yeah.
And that's what we saw in quite literally, y'all. That's why we lost the election, because there was a lot of white fish out there with their MAGA husbands like, oh, girl, I don't believe in that. I ain't gonna vote that way. And they did just that.
And it was a lot of people, you know, taking a stance of Ben, basically feeling like, this doesn't affect me. I'm not going to vote. I'm not going to have an opinion.
Yes.
I'm not going to look it up. I'm not going to educate myself. Whoever got killed by whatever cop is none of my business. There's a lot of Bens in the world, and those are terrible people, if we being honest.
But this had to be filmed prior to the election, right, y'all?
I would think so, yeah.
Yeah, Sarah gonna say Sarah gonna turn around and act disappointed when Ben started to show himself, and we gonna be sitting there clocking her like, bitch, we knew, you knew. But is this not what Black people have been saying for the last few months?
Yes,
y'all knew.
Yes. He definitely showed it. It's going to come up. It's no way that it doesn't. It's
going to come up, and he has such a self-righteous air that. I'm gonna be honest, y'all. It's too many white men on this goddamn show. And that's just too many.
Yeah, I just felt like
too many of the same. They all look alike. They all like petite. You know what I mean?
I was say it's like a uniform. You know what I mean? Especially in certain areas, Minnesota, it tracks for Minnesota, but it's like a uniform. And the frustrating part about it is we saw that y'all mixed the group up when we got back to the lounge, and we saw these producers walking around in the background. We can see that these people are here, but you're not.
The producers.
You're not filming them. I'm sure they had some conversation. I'm sure Mo had some interesting conversation. Or what was the brown girl, the cute brown girl that they all only showed in the background? Tia, whatever her name was.
Or Amanda, the Capricorn, who is Asian. I want to see more people of color. Period. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think it's important that people of color are in these spaces. Yeah. Like, what I'm gonna be honest, even if we would have added an Asian couple or a Latino couple, that would have been enough for me. Like I
Yeah.
would have felt like, okay, y'all. But all these white men with the same shirt on and the same pants
Dating the same white
and the
woman.
same shoes, it's really exhausting my soul.
Yeah.
The last couple I'm going to talk about, because I'm kind of like mid on all of this, is not Ben, y'all, what's his name? The Gerber baby.
Oh, Ben and...
No, his name not Ben. His name is Daniel.
Oh, Daniel.
Daniel and the woman with the big legs. Ooh, she won't
Taylor and Daniel.
Taylor and Daniel. So, we waited 6 episodes for Taylor to see Daniel, only for her to decide, you too little for this.
And that's it, and that's all it was.
Whilst socks are stuck in her bra.
How about that though? I mean, but that tracks, and it speaks so much about the dating world today. We talked about this in another video of how it's just so imbalanced. People's wants versus what they actually show up as. It's so imbalanced. This woman, I knew it was going to happen too, because when she came out, she was too monotone about seeing him. He was super excited. And she was just like,
super excited.
Hey, it's good to see you too. Oh, you like my dress?
Oh, she like, yeah.
She could care less. And while she was doing it, I was thinking, because this has happened before on this show, I was thinking she's going to do something to get out of this.
So how do y'all feel about him having followed her on social media previously? So the conversation is that he followed her on social media a couple months before they got on the show, which doesn't make sense to me, because when you get on these shows, you get an NDA. Once you start these processes, the first thing they send you is the NDA. Right? I don't believe they would have sent him a picture reel of all the women in the pods and their names for him then to go and find her. Like, there's so much that has to happen. I
mean, she was really grasping at straws at this. First of all, y'all live in the same city. So the chances that he knows you, and y'all might also know some of the same people.
Which she said they have mutual friends.
This is not far-fetched. My thing was her pretending like the picture of him in front of a tree was him, fighting dogs and eating live snakes. I mean, you would have thought that he was a cannibal or something like that, the way she was talking about it.
She was trying to make him a stalker, y'all.
Yes.
I didn't hear that language. Oh, well, he loves Christmas, and he saw that I had a Christmas.
Like tree. What?
So now that he likes Christmas, so now he's bringing up Christmas in the pods because he knows who I am. Also, y'all, they don't have their phones during this experience.
Right.
So not only do they not have their phones during their moment, they're sequestered. They do not have their phones. They might get them for a little bit, but they can't go on social media.
They don't get their phones until they leave. We know that because they said that.
Come on.
Because the girl said, as soon as I get my phone back, one of the girls who got engaged said, as soon as I get my phone back, I can't wait. I'm going to call my mom. So we know that regardless of who followed who, he doesn't have his phone while he's going on these dates anyway.
So we know for a fact he didn't do it while he was in the pods, right?
Right.
So that means he would have had to done it prior to if he did follow her. So if he did it prior to, is it not far-fetched that he just didn't follow someone in the city? No. We live in Las Vegas. When we go out, we get tons of people following us after going out.
Yeah, like this is so dumb. And I just think that I just want somebody to call her out on this, because I also think that it was messed up that in her effort to backpedal out of this situation, she tried to make him some type of disgusting creep. You didn't have to villainize him to get out of this. You know what I mean? That she was trying to save face rather than just saying, you know what, I'm not attracted to him. He's shorter than I'm, even though they're really the same height. He's shorter than I wanted him to be. So I really am trying to get out of this. And
so who is memorizing people's profile picture? Do you know how small they are?
What?
Do you know how small they are? When I saw him, never says the hit. Men don't remember details like that. Also, that good. She talking about, when I saw the picture, I just knew I knew him. Somebody who looked like him followed me a while back. All this. So I'm sitting there like, girl, how we get here?
Yeah, that was terrible. And I agree with that last comment. It's dangerous what she's doing. That's dangerous because to try to paint somebody as a villain like this Based off of what? Off of nothing. All because you really don't like this man.
Just say you don't
Just say you don't like him and leave.
It could all be so simple, but you rather make it hard. And the problem is that, and we said this about Madison and David yesterday. Y'all be so hell bent on trying to remain a good person.
Yeah.
Y'all do nasty work.
Yeah.
And it really does not hide anything. It makes you look worse.
It does.
Because the truth of the matter is, you saying you short and you got a big head is giving midget would have gave the same energy as you a stalker.
Yeah.
So now you gotta still say it.
Right.
So then you gotta accuse him of being a stalker and actually give the real reason why you don't want to date this man.
Yeah, I don't even like that the producers let her drag this storyline out. He walking into the hotel, she's sitting him down like she about to tell him he lost his job or something like that. I just thought that was unfair. Go ahead and leave then.
I completely agree, and they shouldn't even have. But I appreciate them for filming it because I was just about to say they shouldn't even have filmed no BS like that. But you have to call people out as terrible human beings.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are just disgusting. Aisha just said something that's really real. Why even come on here if you're concerned about what people look like? And it's like, is love not blind? Because I would have also, that's number one, right? Number two, short kings really get a bad rap. And I don't even call men kings. Hello. If you pick up what I put down. But for this segment, short kings get a bad rap. And short men need to learn to trick bread. The narrative around dating a short man has to change. They gotta start making it rain on bitches they think is cute. So then every woman that they look, girl, you know, he gonna make it rain. That's gonna be what we align with short men. Because the truth of the matter is, women only want to date tall men because their idea is that if you're tall, you will protect me, right? And I'm giving that to y'all. I don't even believe that's what y'all believe. That I'm giving you that.
I'm about to say, because I don't believe that. I honestly think it's a competition thing for other women. I think it's like bags. You know what I mean? Like a man doesn't know the value of your bag. Women wear bags for another woman. I don't know. I couldn't tell you what a Birkin look like. I really don't know, right? Now, a woman putting it on is not to attract men. I think this height thing is all a competition amongst women for other men. The same way that I feel like they're in the women's lounge and they saying little slick stuff. You know what I mean? Out loud. They know that somebody is dating. It was so much of a competition on the women's side. And I think the height thing is the same thing to me.
Oh, that's such a good point.
Yeah, my man is taller than your man.
That is such a good point. And look at him. He good to me. And he this and
yeah.
That. Girl, please. He will not be between the bedstand and the headboard. Keep it moving. My thing is this. I really do feel if the excitement that man had to be in her space, women are so used to not being liked that she didn't even get anything from that. We can't even respect the vibe.
Yes, because he was genuinely elated. It felt like honest human emotion. He was super excited to meet her. He was excited that he was attracted to her. Yes. He was excited about that. And she was just giving that she was doing mad how she was going. And that right in that moment, she was conjuring up this bullshit story about how she was going to pay him out to be a social media stalker because they had mutual friends, even though they live in the same city.
Like, girl, you don't got a phone. He don't got a phone. You signed an NDA. He signed. So because by that logic, you knew who was in the pods too.
Right. What are we talking about?
What are we even talking about? But you know what, y'all? White people have a way of doing things and saying things that really in their brain, it's so deep-seated. Yeah. It's so rooted in the fabric of who they are as people to do this scapegoating thing. It's insidious to watch. Yeah. And I think it bothers me so much because we see it in every aspect of society. Yeah. Oh, this sleight of hand. Oh no, it's not that. It's that he's a stalker and he did this to me. Yeah. Or somebody walked by. Oh my God, he said something inappropriate. Or we've been seeing this since Emma Tip. And I know that might seem acting like a big deal. Like, okay, so are you conflating? But the truth is, the energy is the same.
It is. It's a lot. Everybody is using these big words now. You know what I mean? And it's really trying to label people certain things. We've seen it across multiple shows. Trying to label people certain things to make them look better. You know what I mean? He's a psychopath and he's a sociopath. And
he's narcissist.
Gaslighting me. She's this. She's that. Oh my God, the narcissist thing is being thrown around nonstop. I think it's really a running theme in today's society, and it's sad. But I get it too. Somebody said they needed the drama. They knew this season was dry, so they added this drama at the end.
Because the last 5 minutes was the only entertaining part, and you're absolutely correct.
It was a snooze fest.
It was. I was literally. Joe had to tell me, like, Zara, get off your phone.
Yeah, Zara didn't even take notes. That's why
I didn't take notes.
I'm like, where's your notes at? She didn't even.
That's why I don't know who nobody is, y'all. I'm usually.
But I was prepared for Zara to have her notes. I put the names in and whatever. I said when she go through the names, we'll just swoop. We had a whole plan. She got there and said,
I don't. This was not fun for me to watch.
Yeah.
Not even fun to keep up with. We need y'all. I'm about to boycott Love Is Blind like I'm not taking my ass to Target. Okay? Because if y'all don't get some blacks on here soon, I'm gonna snap.
Y'all got to spice it up. You know what I mean? Bring the spices like Alan did on Married at First Sight and take them out the bag.
His mother. Somebody said that's a black king.
That's a black king right there. You know what I mean? They got to spice it up, and hopefully they leaving the pods now. And so hopefully, because it's not just us. We've been watching and following, the comments on Threads and Instagram and stuff. Everybody is talking about how this joint is dry as hell.
Yes, because usually we can watch Love Is Blind in like 2 days.
Yeah, no, this was.
It took us like y'all see how long it took us. The week is over, and Joe. The reason why we're doing a live because Joe was like, we can't edit it. We don't have time for that.
We don't even have time. We just gotta. You know what I mean? The rest of the joints come out tomorrow, so we'll see.
They do need a better city though. What's a better city?
Philly.
Oh, look, AJ asked the same question. Not Philly. All these Jones and
Philly is rough. If you watching Ready to Love, you already know Philly is rough.
Philly is too rough. They need to go somewhere like Nashville. I think they've been in Nashville.
They've been in Nashville. It's too many people trying to get on in Nashville too. Don't go to the entertainment city.
Oh, Charlotte.
Charlotte is a great city.
Have they been to Charlotte, y'all?
I don't know.
Oh, Chicago. Chicago is a. But why wouldn't they? But that's the problem, right? These are the same production teams. Wouldn't it just make sense to make Married at First Sight and Love Is Blind in the same city every single season?
Honestly, yes.
Y'all, I should be running these companies. Do you know how much money you would save?
No, yes. I think, it would kind of be entertaining, especially because a lot of people watch the same show.
Right.
Somebody say Atlanta. Not Atlanta. We ain't going there.
I think Atlanta could be cute too. No, they did Atlanta. Atlanta was with Lauren in the first season. That was the first season.
I didn't like that season. So
Joe a hater. I liked it. Philly people don't play like we have.
Nah.
Philly people do not play. And as a matter of fact, I'm kind of afraid to be talking about Ready to Love. Somebody might pull up at our house.
I know.
I can't even give my real opinion because these bitches look like they fight.
No.
And they bite. They look like they bite.
No, for real.
All right, y'all. I don't have nothing else to say. We did it. Next time, this live will be better. I promise. New York is a good idea, but they got rats.
Too many people trying to get on in New York. I don't want to go to nowhere where somebody is like, you know what I mean? That was my problem with Atlanta. The first thing the girl said out her mouth was, I'm trying to be an influencer. I said, cut her. Why are we doing
Connecticut.
Connecticut, yeah. They working out there.
Connecticut.
They got
that's a good one. And Boston is a good one.
Yeah. Kind of.
It's a lot of black people.
No. That's not why I said that. It's a lot of, what's the guy name? The pseudo MAGA man on this show, what was his name? Ben. It's a lot of them in Boston. A lot of them.
But you know what? Boston is now becoming Silicon Valley East.
It is.
So that's what I'm saying. It's a lot of the demographic has shifted.
Yeah, for sure.
So them white people can't even afford to live there no more.
That might be a thing.
You know what I mean? So I think that. Oh no, I think they're a little poor in New Orleans.
Don't do New Orleans like that.
They are poor. That's what. What's that house? The black girl that's in the House of Representatives, y'all. Y'all know what I'm talking about. She always yelling at us. She said Louisiana broke.
Oh my God.
I didn't say it. So there's that. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank y'all for coming and hanging out on the conference couch with us
Yeah.
for our very first live. Oh my God, what an orgy! We popped a big old cherry tonight.
Oh my God.
I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm your girl, Intisar Eleanor. This is my beautiful husband, Joseph Connor. And we'll see you beautiful mother later. Bye.
Peace, y'all.